Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. Overnight, the home team's heartbreak on the world stage.
Yep, and dangerous flooding and heat puts millions on alert. Dwayne Johnson is back.
Home team heartbreaker. After an inspiring electric run, massive crowds cheering on the red, white, and blue, and this magical goal. But overnight, the U.S. knocked out of the World Cup. This morning, the global reaction, all after the red card controversy.
Breaking overnight, dangerous storms on the move. Millions on alert for more flash flooding in the Northeast. First responders racing to the rescue, people trapped by the rising water, cars submerged, the roof of this BJ's caving in. An emergency room in New Jersey flooding. Plus, more than 10,000 flights delayed or canceled overnight. Ginger is tracking it all.
Breaking overnight, President Trump arriving at that high-stakes summit with NATO allies this morning. Russia and Iran high on the agenda.
Bombshell allegation in a crucial race in the fight for control of the Senate. Overnight, Graham Plattner facing growing pressure to drop out after a former girlfriend accused him of sexual assault. His response:
urgent investigation. What investigators are saying about the death of a Mississippi teen who went missing on July 4th.
Emotional testimony. Charlie Kirk's accused killer in court. What led to this judge's reaction and prompted Kirk's family to leave the courtroom twice?
Struck by a whale. What happened when it smashed into a fireboat? We hear from the chief this morning. Harry's homecoming. The prince back in the UK this morning with drama over Buckingham Palace. Will Meghan and the kids join him?
Big screen, big backlash.
Hi, I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actor.
The AI-generated performer set to make its feature film debut. What Tilly's creator is telling us.
All-American matchup. The U.S. stars smashing it at Wimbledon. Plus, a special one-night-only reunion.
I'm Robin Roberts.
And Dwayne Johnson is back.
Mwah. That's for Robin.
You're welcome.
One more time.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Tuesday. Good morning, America.
Deborah Roberts had such a tough assignment going to Hawaii to talk with Dwayne Johnson like
Torture.
that. Taking one for the team. Good morning, America. A lot to get to this morning, including the dangerous weather that is causing travel trouble, the heavy rain causing the roof of a BJ's warehouse store to collapse. Ginger and Matt Rivers both are standing by for you.
That was some scary video to watch. Also ahead, President Trump arriving in Turkey just moments ago for a high-stake NATO meeting. Rachel Scott traveling with the president. With reports this morning that Iran fired at least 2 missiles at commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
Plus, we have the massive nurses' strike that's looming in the Northeast. Rhiannon Alley is standing by with more on that and the warning that it could cause serious disruption.
But we're going to begin this morning with the end of the road for the U.S. at the World Cup. Losing a heartbreaking game to Belgium after a tournament filled with so much promise. Trevor, you're out there in Seattle. I know you got it all for us this morning. Good morning, my friend.
I sure do, Michael. Good morning. We know everyone has been talking about this UN's men's national team. They have been playing extremely well. So many of these fans were hyped up. And recently, of course, it's also been tied up in some political discussions, some global outrage. But ultimately, in this match against Belgium, the team simply ran out of steam.
This morning, it's the end of the road for the U.S. men's national team. Their electric World Cup run, marked with dominant victories and even some global controversy, finally knocked out in Seattle by Belgium. Fervent American fans filling the stadium and watch parties around the country, showing a passion and hope for the team that we hadn't seen in years. With their first 4 matches, the Americans had never trailed, but Belgium quickly snapped that run of dominance. The U.S. fought back, the crowd roaring at this free kick from Malik Tillman. But the celebrations were short-lived, with Belgium striking back just 2 minutes later. American star Folarin Balogun was back on the pitch after FIFA made the rare and controversial decision to suspend his red card ban, but it ultimately didn't save the U.S. And Belgium, making reference to that controversial suspension reversal, posting on social media, overturned this. And at the final whistle, a heartbreaking 4-1 loss for the Americans in front of their home crowd.
A big message throughout The tournament was, we knew what kind of impact we would be able to have as long as we played well. Obviously, that all comes to a halt now.
But some fans are still grateful about this incredible run and maybe more confident than ever about the future.
We're going to win the next one.
We're going to win it. Yeah. We're winning. We're coming back, baby.
And the American coach said all that controversy did not affect the team out on the pitch. He said, we don't need any other excuses. We just didn't play well enough. But one thing for sure, guys, through this entire tournament, all of the American players talked about how much they appreciated getting to play in front of these home fans. And there are absolutely thousands of young American soccer fans who are inspired by how they played. Guys.
All right, Trevor, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Now we got the flash flooding along the East Coast as heavy rain pounded the region. Matt Rivers is at Newark Airport. And Matt, these storms caused some serious travel trouble. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Robin, and they're set to do so again today. More than 1,200 flight cancellations yesterday, nearly 10,000 flight delays nationwide, and unfortunately, today looks to be more of the same. Intense storms dumping massive amounts of rain, leaving communities across the Northeast underwater. In hard-hit New Jersey, cars completely submerged.
No, you don't want to hit reverse.
Several water rescues underway as floodwater lapped at residents' front doors. In Monmouth County, terrifying video showing this roof collapse.
Ocean requesting you mutual aid to BJ's for a structural collapse, multiple injuries, multiple entrapments.
Local officials poring over this video of the roof caving in at a BJ's wholesale club.
We have 20% of the building collapsed.
Police say 2 people were briefly trapped, but no one was hurt. Ken Collada shot this video of the roof leaking just before it collapsed.
I didn't know what it was, to be honest. I didn't know if it was a tornado. Who knew?
Is it scary?
It was terrifying.
The lobby of this emergency room in New Jersey flooding. The hospital saying patient care was not impacted. Millions still under a flood watch this morning.
Oh my God, buddy!
A 75-year-old sycamore tree crashing on top of this garage.
Buddy, my leg is cooked. My leg is cooked.
One resident in Westville, New York, had to be rescued after her home was completely flooded.
We need help. It's like a river.
Rescue crews showing up with life vests to get her out safely. The storm's causing major travel trouble across the country, delaying or canceling some 10,000 flights Monday alone. Ryan Fitzgerald says she, her boyfriend, and 2 young children had been trying to get home to Bangor, Maine for more than 24 hours.
We got to the airport, checked in. They straight canceled the LaGuardia flight at 6 a.m. due to weather.
After another delay the next day, they made the decision to take the 10-hour drive home. Now, the good news here is that things are likely going to improve starting tomorrow, much needed after a brutal start to this week. Michael?
Yeah, definitely is much needed. Thank you so much for that. And let's bring in Ginger where the storm is headed now, Ginger. Good morning.
So that storm and the one that caused it in the Northeast has moved off into the ocean, but there's still an elevated risk of flash flooding in parts of the mid-Atlantic, which I'll show you. But can we take a moment and just realize how much rain fell so fast? More than 8.4 inches in a place like Otisville, New York. Some of the other rain totals show up on the map here. And if you see red anywhere from New Jersey up through parts of Orange County, New York, that's 4 to 6+ inches. So there were a lot of places that ended up with that. I want to also show you the area today that has to be on the lookout for some of these storms to be heavy at times, from parts of Pennsylvania right down Appalachia into Virginia, all the way over to Virginia Beach. So watch those storms today. Because we've had so much rain lately, that's going to add up. Now, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. This was where at least one reported tornado caused 2 injuries near Westbury. This was power lines, trees down, roofs off, and today we have another risk of damaging wind and tornadoes, also some hail from Montana right through South Dakota over to the west side of Minneapolis. So we'll be watching this today, Robin.
All right, our thanks to you, Ginger. But now to President Trump arriving in Turkey this morning for a high-stakes summit with NATO allies. The war with Iran at the top of the agenda. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is in the capital of Turkey, Ankara. Good morning to you, Rachel.
Robin, good morning to you from here in Turkey, where President Trump has officially landed for the high-stakes NATO summit. President Erdogan rolling out, in this case, a turquoise carpet for President Trump ahead of their one-on-one meeting at the presidential compound. President Trump making it clear he had no plans or interest in even coming to NATO in the first place. He's here because of his personal relationship with Erdogan. And on day one of this summit, he lashed out at our allies for not doing more to help with the war that he launched in the Middle East. It comes as we learn Iran fired 2 missiles at commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. fires, all of that really complicating this fragile ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. NATO leaders, though, are hoping to turn the president's focus to the war between Ukraine and Russia. Both sides trading strikes over the last 2 days. Russia shooting down 450 Ukrainian drones. Ukraine's capital hit with a wave of strikes, killing at least 26 civilians. Now, the president will be meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky, and the president also spoke by phone to Russian President Vladimir Putin for about 90 minutes on July 4th. Today, President Trump insists that both sides want to get this war settled, but so far the fighting continues. Michael.
Yeah, we're a long way from that 24 hours, Rachel. Thank you so much for that. We're going to go now to the bombshell allegation rocking a key Senate race. Democrat Graham Plattner of Maine is facing mounting calls to drop out after a woman came forward to accuse him of sexually assaulting her. Plattner denies the allegation. Our Jay O'Brien is in Washington with the latest. Good morning, Jay.
Michael, good morning to you. This is perhaps the most closely watched Senate race in the country. It's critical to Democrats' hopes of taking back power in that chamber. But this morning, their nominee, Graham Plattner, is losing the support of major allies after that new allegation of sexual assault.
Overnight support for Maine's Democratic Senate candidate Graham Plattner crumbling. Top Democrats calling on him to get out of the race following an accusation of sexual assault. Democratic leaders now warning if Plattner stays on the ballot, they won't invest another dollar into his run. An oyster farmer and Marine combat veteran this morning, Plattner saying he's weighing the future of his campaign after Politico reported a former girlfriend's claim he sexually assaulted her roughly 5 years ago.
Regardless of the inaccuracy of the reporting, but mindful of the political reality it will inflict, we are taking the time to reflect on the best path forward.
Politico reporting Jenny Rasenko, who dated Plattner on and off starting in 2019, alleging in 2021 he showed up at her home almost blackout drunk, saying she had been telling him these words like, "No, don't." Rasenko later telling CNN Plattner then forced her to have sex against her will.
I looked at him and I remember this very specific look in his eyes, and I could smell alcohol, and I was like, this is different.
Plattner emphatically denying the allegations.
Any accusation of non-consensual behavior is categorically false.
Democrats hanging their hopes on the progressive Plattner to unseat Maine's longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins, seeing her as particularly vulnerable, the race critical to their chances of taking back the Senate. And many in Plattner's party sticking by him amid a string of prior scandals, from another girlfriend accusing him of abusive behavior, which he has denied, to acknowledging sending sexual messages to multiple women shortly after he was married in 2023, and covering up a tattoo resembling a Nazi image on his chest, saying he didn't know its meaning.
Maine's Democratic Party is also calling on Plattner to drop out. The timing here is critical. If Plattner does decide to withdraw by July 13th, just 6 days from now, the state Democratic Party can legally replace his name on the ballot any later, and they can't. Robin.
We will see what happens there, Jay. Thank you. Now, to the suspect in the Charlie Kirk assassination due back in court this morning after an emotional first day in his week-long probable cause hearing. Our Kana Whitworth is there at the courthouse in Provo, Utah. Good morning, Kana.
Yeah, Robin, good morning to you. Today, prosecutors will again try to have more video entered into evidence. The accused shooter has not entered a plea, but if found guilty at trial, he could face the death penalty.
This morning, heightened security and emotions for day 2 of the preliminary hearing for Charlie Kirk's accused killer, Tyler Robinson. Long guns visible on the roof, while inside, Kirk's widow, Erica, sat in the front row with his parents and Donald Trump Jr., all in the same room with the accused killer for the first time.
Mr. Robinson, good morning. For the record, the court also recognizes the presence of Miss Erica Kirk. Miss Kirk, good morning.
Kirk's family emotional during hours of testimony, twice leaving the courtroom as witnesses described the moment he was gunned down while speaking at an event at Utah Valley University last September.
A lot of people were screaming, standing up, and starting to run in all different directions away from the center of the tent.
Prosecutors laying out their case against Robinson for killing the conservative activist.
It's a graphic video. Mr. Phillips was positioned towards the front of the crowd, and it does depict the moment that Mr. Kirk is shot.
Some videos so disturbing, the judge visibly flinched as he watched the moment Kirk was assassinated. The audio heard throughout the courtroom. Supporters of the Kirk family moved to tears.
And later in the week, prosecutors will play a recorded video from Robinson's former romantic partner, the one authorities say he confessed to. Michael.
All right, Kenan, thank you so much for bringing that to us. We're going to go now to a massive nurse strike looming in a major American city. Thousands of nurses and home care clinicians expected to walk off the job tomorrow in Boston. Our Rhiannon Alley is tracking the latest. This could be serious, Rhiannon. Good
yes,
morning.
Good morning to you both. Yes, this could be the largest strike of its kind in Massachusetts history. So on Wednesday morning, 4,000 registered nurses at Brigham and Women's Hospital and about 450 home care clinicians could start 2 separate strikes. The nurses are asking for higher raises to offset cost of living, more affordable health insurance choices, and for the hospital to hire more permanent staff instead of temporary travel nurses. The Union for the Nurses blames Brigham and Women's Hospital for failing to come to an agreement in the nearly 24 bargaining table discussions. Now, Brigham and Women's Hospital says the nurses are already among the highest compensated in the market, and they currently receive annual 5% wage increases, and that the hospital's proposal ensures every nurse receives increases while also preserving competitive health benefits, retirement support, paid time off, shift differential payments, and professional development opportunities. Now, the hospital says it does take seriously the union's decision to strike. They are fully prepared to continue providing high-quality patient care throughout a work stoppage. Politicians are urging the groups to return to the table, saying a strike and a lockout of this scale would cause serious disruption. And again, they have been to the table more than 24 times. So hopefully they'll return to the table and this will be short.
That would be the hope. All right, Rhiannon, thank you. Now, the Americans shining at Wimbledon across the pond. Sam has all that action for us.
So much sports, and now it's time to turn to tennis. Here we go. Good morning, Robin. We're into the quarterfinals on the famed grass courts on Wimbledon, the oldest tennis tournament in the world. And this morning, it's an all-American matchup. On one side of the court, Coco Gauff, the 7th seed, enjoying her best Wimbledon performance, reaching for the quarterfinals for the first time. Despite saying grass is not her favorite surface, she figured it out, playing what she called perhaps her best match on grass in her 4th round to win to reach this point. Now, Jessica Pegula is also a 4th round winner to advance this matchup with her former doubles partner. Pegula has won, if you're counting, 5 of the 8 meetings between the two, so this is going to be a tough one all around. Also playing is Naomi Osaka. Now, she knocked off top seed Arina Sabalenka and now faces Karolina Muchova with a trip to the semis at stake. On the men's side, there is one American still standing, and it's Taylor Fritz. The 6th-seeded cruise to a straight set win to reach, look at that, to reach the quarterfinals. Wow. Of course, you can watch all of the Wimbledon action on the grass, on your set, on ESPN and ESPN2.
Well done.
You covered it all, buddy. You got it all in there, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
All right. Well, coming up, we're going to hear from the fire chief of the New Jersey rescue boat that was hit by a surfacing well, sinking said boat.
Also ahead, the urgent investigation, what investigators are saying about the death of a Mississippi teen who went missing on July 4th.
In the latest on Prince Harry's trip to the UK, plus it is Judgment Day for Harry in his high-profile court case. Maggie Rulli standing by, covering it all. Coming up, extreme temperatures fueling raging wildfires all across Europe. More than 10,000 people forced to flee their homes. Yeah.
And the new movie that will star the AI performer Tilly Norwood.
And one comedian soap opera debut that fans can't get enough of when we come back.
Gino Auriemma, I'm Robin Roberts. What an opening weekend for the WNBA, Gino. Over 50,000 people came out to watch the 4 games, including over 8,900 here at the Delta Center on Saturday.
We know that voice, we know that face. Welcome back to GMA. 30 seasons ago, Robin and Gino Auriemma teamed up to call ESPN's first ever, you did that, WNBA broadcast. And tonight, they're reuniting to celebrate 30 years of the W. We'll have all the details coming up in the news that pops.
That's going to be a nice reunion.
One night only. One night only.
You're going to get your hair black again and get out there and show us how it's done. We want you look the same. You really do. You look fantastic.
I'm looking forward to the Wings and the Liberty, and thanks to ESPN for inviting us for the celebration of the 30th season of the WNBA.
Well, we're excited to watch it.
Yeah, thank
you.
And
we're excited for Will is bringing us the headlines. Yeah. Hey, Will.
All right, good morning. Yeah, can't wait for that. Looking forward to tonight. But right now, we do have a lot to get to here at 7:30 with more extreme temperatures fueling wildfires across southern Europe, forcing more than 10,000 residents to flee their homes in France, where it's topped 100 degrees again, and in Greece, 96 wildfires breaking out over the past 48 hours. They're issuing a toxic smoke warning there. And the FDA and CDC now say 4 infants have gotten sick with botulism across 3 states after consuming powdered infant formula. The product was recalled last month, and if you have it, you should throw it away. You can request a refund, and the recall is not expected to cause any shortages. This formula makes up a small percentage of the market in the United States. And look at this here, this rare video of a great white shark feeding off the East Coast. That is a big shark right there. It was 8 feet long in the same area where a whale carcass was spotted off Rhode Island, so correlation probably implies causation there. The video from the Atlantic Shark Institute is believed to be the first to show a great white in Rhode Island waters. Scary stuff there. And soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo played his final World Cup match in his career as Portugal were eliminated by Spain 1-0 in the round of 16. The global icon becoming the only player to score in 6 World Cups. He's 41. He had 27 appearances in World Cup matches. That's second only to Leo Messi's 30. Ronaldo is the all-time leader in international goals with 146. He says he's leaving the door open to playing again for the Portuguese national team, but not in the World Cup because that's 4 years from now.
Yeah,
that is.
But he's had an incredible career.
Sure has.
He certainly has.
One of the best ever.
Right. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Now, the urgent investigation after a Mississippi teenager was found dead. Officials say Nolan Wells vanished after taking a boat trip with friends on July 4th. Alex Perez has the latest for us. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Robin. The 4th of July celebration turned to tragedy for the family of Nolan Wells, and now they're hoping authorities will be able to pinpoint what exactly happened to him.
This morning, the desperate search for answers in Mississippi after the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, authorities recovering a body believed to be the teen. Investigators and volunteers from the Cajun Navy spent the weekend urgently searching for Wells after he vanished from Horn Island on July 4th.
Nolan Wells was on a boat. He left from a private dock area in the Ocean Springs area and proceeded with his friends to Horn Island.
Wells was visiting the barrier island 10 miles from the Gulf Coast, boating with friends, last seen about 3 p.m. Saturday.
They left and went back without Nolan. From what we understand, he chose to stay there.
Later that night, when he didn't return home, his mother reporting him missing to police, then quickly taking to social media, posting pictures of the teen, pleading for help finding him. The heartbreaking discovery made about 8:45 Monday morning when authorities say the Mississippi Community College wide receiver's suspected body was found in the water just off the shore. His mother writing, "His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated," describing Wells as a sweet son who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Now, investigators say they suspect he drowned, but they're still interviewing friends who were with him as they work to pinpoint what exactly happened.
That's why we're still asking for information if anybody has anything, any knowledge.
And that information, the sheriff says, will help them paint a better picture of what happened to Nolan in the moments before his death. A toxicology report from the coroner's office is still pending. Guys?
Yeah, sad situation.
We are definitely thinking of Nolan's family and just hoping that they'll get the answers that they desperately are searching for. Alex, thank you for being on this for us.
All right, thank you. And now to the New Jersey rescue boat that needed rescuing after Wells slammed into it, sinking the fireboat. And this morning, we're hearing from the chief and Rhiannon Allen. You're back with the story. Good morning again.
Guys, do I have a whale of a tale for you? And this one has a happy ending because everyone made it out safely. A security detail crew off the coast of New Jersey. They're usually the ones racing to help others. This time, though, they had to be rescued when their boat started sinking just moments after colliding with a whale.
We were doing about maybe 7 or 8 knots, and all of a sudden there was this loud bang.
This morning, heart-stopping moments for the crew of a rescue boat off the New Jersey coast. Fire Chief Eric Wall and his crew coming back from a 4th of July security detail on Saturday when their boat was suddenly struck by what was believed to be a surfacing humpback whale.
I opened up the engine hatch and looked below, and to my surprise, there was a big hole in the back wall of the boat, and seawater was pouring into it at a quick pace. So we grabbed what we could. We sounded our distress signals.
Cody Binkley racing his boat to the scene.
By the time we heard the call for help and got to them, the boat went from them being on deck and leaning towards the rear to those guys having to bail out and jump in.
Saying the boat sank within a minute.
The 3 guys were in their life jackets, and we managed to get them on board.
They said about 30 seconds to a minute before we had come by, they were actually watching a pod of whales surface in that area.
Cody taking this video of the whale swimming near the surface after the incident.
They can be breaching or doing other behaviors which involve lunge feeding. I think the boat was in the wrong place at the wrong time, not something where the whale was specifically targeting a boat.
I think we all agree the boat was in the wrong place at the wrong time. They were all wearing life jackets, though. No injuries were reported. The mayor says the crew was a bit shaken up, but they plan to be back out on the water today. They say it's all part of the job.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's their job. I wouldn't want to be doing that. We thank them for their
Thank
work.
you.
Thanks.
It doesn't happen every day.
It does not. It does not. Now, with news that could change the face of Hollywood from a human one to one created using artificial intelligence. A production company has announced that it is developing a feature film starring Tilly Norwood, an AI creation. You got to tell us about this, Will.
And I sure will, Robin. Hello again. So Tilly Norwood didn't throw all her belongings in the back of her car and head west with a dream. She hasn't felt the despair of yet another failed audition or the joy of a callback. She hasn't made industry contacts or even friends. She hasn't done the rites of passage because she's not real. And yet, here she is with a starring role in a Hollywood movie. Is it a sign of what's to come?
Hi, I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actor.
This morning, Tilly Norwood is stepping into a leading role. The company behind the AI-generated actress, whose existence has been a hot-button issue in the entertainment world, announcing a project in the works, what it's calling its first full-length AI feature film.
I now feel that the tech is at a point where we can start doing long-form storytelling and make a feature film.
Tilly's creators described the movie, titled Misaligned, as a comedy drama telling a coming-of-age story infused with existential AI chaos. It's billed as a hybrid production. Human film and TV professionals directing, writing, and editing the project alongside AI specialists.
Tilly really started the conversation and showcased what was possible. Now with this, I am hoping to upskill, retool people and traditional filmmakers to be ready for the new AI workflow and doing it together with them.
Tilly's creators have made it their mission to reframe AI as a tool rather than as a replacement for humans. It even inspired the lyrics to Take the Lead, the single and music video released in March.
AI's not the enemy, it's the key.
Tilly hasn't exactly been embraced by Hollywood stars. Academy Award nominee Demi Moore urging her Hollywood peers to be open to the ever-evolving technology.
AI is here, and so to fight it is to, in a sense, to fight something that is a battle that we will lose. What it can never replace is what true art comes from, which is not the physical, it comes from the soul.
But AI in entertainment appears to be here to stay. The upcoming film, As Deep as the Grave, features an AI-generated performance from the late Val Kilmer.
Don't fear the dead, and don't fear me.
And unscripted streaming competition Wonka's Golden Ticket is set to include the AI recreated voice of Willy Wonka himself, Gene Wilder.
A whole new generation of real-life golden ticket holders will compete for a life-changing prize.
We are at a point of no return in the sense of that AI is here. The question now is the future of AI. What does Hollywood do with that or not do with that?
And Tilly's creators say, despite the backlash, they have been approached about future collaborations for Tilly. They say they can hope Tilly can encourage Hollywood to join them in preparing for the future, but it's a future that not everybody seems to want or be running toward.
Yeah. And just say how you keep referring to her. Tilly, this is what Tilly wants. And Tilly and
right, using a human name for a thing that doesn't actually exist.
Mm-hmm. But your intro said it all about this piece. That it
Refer
is all
to my
about
intro.
Yeah. No, because that's what Hollywood is.
Yeah.
It's the dream, right, and the struggle.
You're like a bad kid. Play of the day, Sam. Take it away.
You know, Michael, here in the inside world, we call it the POTD. So let's go. Our play of the day this morning is what some viewers are calling one of the coldest entrances in soap opera history, and certainly one of the coldest slaps. I'm talking about John Oliver popping up on ABC's General Hospital as Z, the new head of the World Security Bureau.
I
I spent the whole night praying that she was going to be okay. And I can't even get into her room to check on her because your agents won't let me.
An oversight. I'll have your name added to the list of approved visitors.
I don't want to be added to the list. I want my daughter back.
Then let me put this in language that you will understand. That ain't gonna happen.
Well, good morning. John's appearance was only a 3-episode arc, by the way. But here at the desk, we're voting for a new character arc involving this world-famous slap.
Oh, this is
Why
good.
would you ever do this to me and my family?
Because you stink.
I don't know. It was a good slap.
That was good.
We'll be back. We're going to break on that one. We'll be back.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Breaking overnight, dangerous storms on the move. Millions on alert for more flash flooding in the Northeast. The roof of this BJ's caving in. An emergency room in New Jersey flooding. More than 10,000 flights delayed or canceled overnight. Plus, the dangerous heat in the Southeast. Ginger is tracking it all.
Oh, baby. The 17 nurses, all pregnant at the same time, from the same Ohio hospital's labor and delivery unit. Join us live.
What can I say except you're welcome?
And Dwayne Johnson is back as Maui.
Good job, me.
Deborah Roberts met up with him in Hawaii.
Something really special about Hawaii, isn't it?
The moment you get off the plane, you can feel that aloha spirit.
As he says,
good morning, America. Aloha from Hawaii, and you're welcome. So what can I say except you're welcome?
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Tuesday. Good morning, America.
He's got a good voice.
Yeah, great voice. Yeah, good morning, America. Even though we did an interview yesterday with Catherine, who plays the live version of Moana.
Right.
She says he gives off dad energy. But good morning, America. We cannot wait to hear from Dwayne Johnson. You know, and those nurses in Dayton, Ohio, well, they better get ready for a baby shower boom. Our Faith Abube is with all 17 of them this morning, and we're going to talk to them just ahead.
17 of them expecting. Oh, look, keep panning out. Keep panning out. Also ahead, Prince Harry back home in the UK this morning. Drama over Buckingham Palace. Maggie Ruley standing by with if Meghan and the children will join him there across the pond.
But first, a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the flash flooding along the East Coast as heavy rain pounded the region. Ginger's tracking the new threats right now. Good morning again, Ginger.
Hey, Michael, so there was 6 to 8 inches of rain that fell really fast, and that's why you saw images like this at a BJ's wholesale club in New Jersey, where that roof collapsed under the weight of all of the water. There were also water rescues, not just in Ocean Township, but in other places throughout New Jersey and up through the Northeast. Camden showing those cars surrounded by water, even though the sky had cleared. Now today, we still have a flood threat from parts of Pennsylvania, right down the mountains in Appalachia, into Richmond and Virginia Beach, Roanoke Rapids too. Some of these storms could produce 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates. So if you've already been super saturated, that's a problem. Then we look at Minnesota. Northwestern Minnesota, where there were reported tornadoes, 2 people injured at least, trees and power lines down. And today we have another risk for not just damaging wind, but also isolated tornadoes. From Marshall and Morris to the west side of Minneapolis, right through most of South Dakota, including Pierre and Aberdeen, into Montana and parts of Wyoming. So we'll be watching for the severe storms today, Robin.
We know you ought to keep an eye on that for us. All right, Ginger, thank you. Now to President Trump arriving in Turkey this morning for a high-stakes summit with NATO allies. Let's go back to our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott, who's there on the scene for us. Good morning again, Rachel.
Robin, good morning to you again from here in Turkey. President Trump has officially arrived. He's meeting with Turkish President Erdogan, but it is the conflicts all over the world, Russia, Ukraine, also in the Middle East, that are looming large over this NATO summit. As we came on the air this morning, we learned that Iran fired 2 missiles toward commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz, all that really testing the fragile ceasefire, these ongoing peace talks. President Trump has been lashing out at NATO allies for not doing more with this war in Iran. They have refused appears to help so far. But NATO leaders are really hoping to turn the president's focus back to the war between Russia and Ukraine as the fighting only intensifies. Both sides trading strikes and drone attacks over the last several days. Russia shooting down about 450 Ukrainian drones. Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, was hit as well. 26 civilians killed there, dozens more injured. President Trump is expected to meet with President Zelensky here at NATO. He also spoke by phone with Russian President Vladimir Putin for about 90 minutes on July 4th as the fighting continues to intensify, Michael.
Yeah, so many conversations need to be had there in Turkey. Thank you so much for that, Rachel. We're going to go now to new details about Prince Harry's trip to the UK, including whether or not it's still possible his children will see King Charles. It's also a big day in court for Harry and other celebrities over there, and our Maggie Rulli has the latest from London. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, Michael, good morning. Yeah, Prince Harry is in the UK this morning. He's here supporting various charities, including the Invictus Games. There's an event happening in this building just behind me. But this trip has already been marked by multiple controversies. First, there's that ongoing fight over security. Initially, Harry, Meghan, and the kids were all supposed to have made this trip. But when it became clear that the government would not be providing extra security because Harry's no longer a working royal, the family changed their plans, and Harry has initially made this trip solo. Then there's this question of where Harry's staying while he's in town. Initially, Harry said he'd be staying at Buckingham Palace. Then the palace said Harry rejected their offer, then changed his mind, but it was too late. So now it's unclear exactly where the prince is staying while he's in town. Then on top of all of this, just today, Harry lost his court case against the publishers of the Daily Mail, with the judge dismissing all claims. We also have these kind of big questions surrounding the trip, like will Prince Harry see his dad, King Charles? Will he see his brother, Prince William? And then there's also the chance that ultimately Meghan and the kids may end up joining Harry at the end of the week. And if they do, it could be a chance for the king to see his grandkids for the first time in 4 years. So, guys, yes, Harry is here in the UK, but there are so many questions still lingering around this trip, Robin.
A lot to keep up with there, and you can do it for us. All right, Maggie, thank you so much. Also this morning, we are remembering George E. Johnson, a legendary business leader and trailblazer in black hair care. He co-founded Johnson Products Company, which made Ultra Sheen and Afro Sheen and became a part of pop culture as the first national sponsor of the hit TV show Soul Train. Johnson Products would go on to become the first black-owned business to be listed on the American Stock Exchange. His family saying George was a visionary business leader who built a hair care empire, broke barriers on Wall Street, helped fuel the fight for civil rights. Above all, he was a devoted family man. George E. Johnson was 99 years old. What a legacy he leaves behind.
Absolute legend. Absolute. And coming up in our GMA Morning menu, the nurse baby boom at one Ohio hospital. All 17 nurses who are expecting are with our Faith Abube and joining us live.
Looking good. Also ahead, wedding dress hints for Taylor Swift, why her fans are looking to Dior's fashion show for clues.
Plus, Deborah Roberts gets some beach time with Dwayne Johnson in Hawaii, talking about Moana and what the movie means to him. And Sam, you're with Tori Johnson.
I am, although we would like to be in Hawaii. That would be awesome.
True.
Tori's here with some deals on summer skincare, by the way, including something. This is a company that Taylor put on the map.
Put on the map.
All right, definitely true. And everything's under $20. That's right. It's coming up right here on GMA. And why the coming?
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Sam, Pop News, take us away.
Oh, so what you're saying, Michael, is we've put pop on top. Oh, yes, we have. Let's make a swift news to pop news, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got a lot to cover. It's been a few days since Taylor and Travis tied the knot, but there's still a blank space for fans who are dying to see photos of the dress that Taylor wore down the aisle. Now, the only information confirmed by their team is that Taylor and Travis both wore custom Christian Dior haute couture looks yesterday. And the fashion house kicked off its haute couture fashion week. Ladies and gentlemen, which I'm being told is very different from regular fashion week, in Paris with a very bridal inspired look. Now, could these be a hint at what Taylor wore down the aisle? Dior featured lots of dreamy florals, satin looks. So maybe, just maybe, Taylor wore something similar? Of Question mark? All right, we'll all find out.
Yeah.
Who would know? We'll all find out. And speaking of fashion, we'll talk. We have to talk about the current queen of the red carpet, Zendaya. She stunned fans, but always has killer looks during the Spider-Man Brand New Day press tour. And lucky for us now, she's out promoting the Odyssey, which means we get even more incredible looks, like this sculptural Schiaparelli number that she wore at the London premiere. Thank you. Last night. Now, here's the thing about that dress. It is fresh off the runway, and I mean fresh off the runway, practically ripped off the model as soon as she finished walking the runway. Just yesterday morning, it was in Paris on a model who closed out the Schiaparelli Fall and Winter Couture show. But logistics and locations, ladies and gentlemen, mean nothing to super stylist Law Roach. Take a look.
You chose this look for a premiere tonight.
Yes, I flew in last night to come to the show. I have a private jet waiting for me.
And for her.
And for her, to get that dress off of her, to get it to London, to put it on a very special girl.
Why this one? Because it's giving Odyssey?
Maybe.
Well, it ended up giving Odyssey, and it was her second look. It was beautiful as well. And yeah, she had a second look. A Grecian-inspired Valentino dress, and the whole cast really looked amazing, including Anne Hathaway. And ladies and gentlemen, showing off that baby bump in blue right there, and you look gorgeous. Finally, we're gearing up to celebrate the WNBA's 30th season tonight. And Robin is going to be in front and center at the game. She's reuniting with UConn coach Gino Auriemma for a special one-night-only broadcast on ESPN. Now, we'll use any excuse to roll this footage, and we're going to roll it again. 30 years ago, you both called the network's first ever WNBA game. It is history. And tonight, it's the Dallas Wings versus the New York Liberty, and Robin will be an analyst alongside Gino and veteran play-by-play commentator Beth Mowins.
Thank goodness for Beth. Thank goodness for Beth.
No, you got it.
As you heard in a musical number early, one night only, one night. So Robin, yesterday you were in deep research for tonight. So what can you
Katie King, who's all into the WNBA, and she was giving me a hard time because I'm old school. You know, we're talking AI. Do you see that? Because I have the players, I have little stats on them, things like that. So no, I'm not. No, that's my secret.
Everybody has a good system, though. That works.
Thank you. It works for me. But both teams are 13-8. Dallas is off to the best start in franchise history. 3 All-Stars are in it. So it's just really a wonderful matchup, and so excited to be there. And really thankful to ESPN. Did not know 30 years ago that we'd still have a WNBA because there are many women's leagues that didn't make it, but the WNBA has because of the great players and the leadership, and so very excited.
You can join me in the petition. I do not want WNBA without Robin Roberts.
Oh, no.
It all goes down tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on
ESPN. Can we move up the tip time? That is just the only thing. I mean, 8 o'clock, that doesn't quite work for me. It's a little late.
Now it's at 6.
I know. Not going to be quitting my day job, but looking forward to it. But looking forward to this. The baby boom at an Ohio hospital. The labor and delivery nurses at Miami Valley Hospital of Dayton are the experts when it comes to bringing babies into this beautiful world. Now, 17 of them are getting ready to welcome babies of their own. Look at them all there with Faith Abube. Take it away, Faith. Great to see you all.
Yeah, great to see you, Robin. Good morning to you, everyone. And of course, the ladies are here with me this morning. Let's just say this hospital has a lot to deliver, right? And so we have the women with us this morning. We have Kelby and Riley, who are going to primarily be talking about this. You guys broke the record back in 2019 when there were 11 nurses in the labor and delivery unit that were pregnant at the same time. And now there are 17 of you guys. Actually, at one point, there were 20 of you. How are patients reacting?
I think they're actually really excited for us. And when we told them that we're pregnant, they said, "Oh, we saw that on the news. You're one of those." I'm like, yeah. So they're really excited for us, too.
I know you guys are all at different points in your pregnancies. Are you taking bets right now? Are there friendly bets on who's going to deliver first?
Well, it better be her.
she's due on Saturday, so it better be her. But
feel free if you need to deliver while we're on TV. Let us know. And of course, you guys have built a sisterhood here at the Labor and Delivery Unit. What advice are you giving each other? How are you supporting each other? And are you anticipating having to deliver each other's babies?
Yeah, I would say it's such a sisterhood that we've been able to build, and it's so nice because a lot of us are having, our first Kelby or our second, and so we were able to get advice from everybody around us, which is really nice. And we are definitely planning on delivering each other's babies for sure. There's nowhere else we would want to deliver besides here with each other.
Right.
So.
And if I were to guess, everybody's betting that she will be the first to go?
Yeah. We already had one. She delivered 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Her water broke at the nurse's
Yes, her water broke at the nurse's station.
So she was working all the way up to delivery.
Yes, on the very last minute.
All right, so we all know pregnancies come with some cravings. Anybody has had any crazy cravings, strange cravings yet?
Nothing crazy.
No? No peanut butter ice cream? And
Nothing crazy, honestly.
Nothing weird.
Yeah. All right, just anything final you'd like to say just about this moment and being able to be amongst these women who you work with and having that sisterhood one more time?
Yeah, I think it's really special. I think it's very motivating and encouraging working with everyone because, it is kind of tiring to work when you're pregnant, but I see all of them who are working and I see that they're farther along than me. I say, okay, I can do this too. So, yeah, it's very motivating and encouraging.
Well, so great to be here with you guys. Congratulations to all of you. Now, we know before you know it, your babies will be here, and there are enough of them to start a football team.
Yeah.
So, to help you out, GMA has some gifts for you to get the team started. Yes, very special gifts. We have the GMA onesie. So each of you will get one, and when they start the team, make sure you send us some photos.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you.
And guys, back in studio, there are people who are wondering, what about staffing when these ladies go on maternity leave?
Yeah.
Actually, they have that covered. There are about 200 people here at the hospital. So they have that covered. Back to you, Robin.
Okay, we were wondering about the numbers of that, but give them all our best. We're so happy for each and every one of them and appreciate the work that they do.
Yep.
Thank you, Faith. Thank you.
It's time now for Deals in Steel. Tori Johnson here with skincare you'll love, and everything is $20 or less. Tori, let's get to it. What do you have?
Okay, this little one right here, that is the #1 online rated vitamin C serum.
Really?
That little baby in your hand right there, 155,000 positive reviews. That's a lot of reviews. Brightens even skin tone, just an easy one to add to your routine. If you want to take it up a notch by adding retinol with that vitamin C, we've got their super serum as well. So everything from True Skin, depending on your specific concerns, there's a serum for that. All of the serums, $8 to $20 plus from True Skin.
Free shipping.
That's a big
right.
one. That's a big one. Okay, this is the Good Patch. This is my favorites from them. Unfrown, Unwrinkle. It's these little micro darts. So they feel like a little prickly for a second, but what's great about them is it's like an instant fix, like an instant take away those lines. It's not something that's gonna last over the long haul. It's for when you have a special event. You just wanna feel good. Had a rough day and need a little pick-me-up. They're great for that. Also, Depuff, Brighten, these are great, but the Unwrinkle and Unfrown, two personal favorites. Sam's wearing one of their little wellness patches right now because he felt like he needed a little boost this morning. Everything from the Good Patch, 50% off plus.
Free shipping.
You got it.
So if I get somebody a gift for Unwrinkle, Unfrown, or Depuff, you think they'll take it the wrong way?
They shouldn't. They should be grateful.
Thank you. I'm just clearing that up.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Taylor Swift put this company on the map.
Yes.
When she wore these little freckles to a Chiefs game. Then she wore them again when she was filming her End of an Era docu-series. You see those little glitter sparkles that are on her cheek. That's these very products from Phase It. We also see them constantly for team spirit. People wearing them to games, any kind of spirit celebration. We've got also their soccer teams, but this is something where even if it's not a soccer team you're interested in, but it's a color scheme
theme that works for your team, these are really fabulous.
You can put them in hair and
You
everything
can put them in
else?
hair. These little ones, like under the eyes, like the football players do.
Wow.
Yeah, you got it. Show a little spirit.
Well, we do it for a purpose, but anyway.
This is the purpose is celebrating team spirit. What's bigger than that purpose?
Nothing.
$8 or $9 plus.
Free shipping.
That's a big deal. Okay, this is Centillion 24 making their GMA deals debut. It is a K-Beauty, welcome, K-Beauty favorite based on a three-product regimen. First one is their Time Reverse Moisturizer. That's their #1 bestseller with retinol ceramides. Then we go to their Active Renew Cream. This is gonna stimulate collagen production. And then personal favorite, Lifting Eye Cream. This is all about like sagginess, dark circles. Just these three, you're good to go. 50% off. These are $14 to $19.
Time reversal. My hand looks younger.
There you go. You got the hand of a 10-year-old now. Okay, we got Fresh on Block. That Time Reverse. We're setting you back.
I get it. Okay.
We're setting you back.
Oh, Tori, you're
Fresh
you're
on
great.
Block. This is sunscreen you want to wear. So we've got one with a little tint. We also have the translucent built right into there, SPF 30. And then we also have this SPF 50. This is their Sheer Genius. So this is your combination SPF as well as morning moisturizer. So start your day moisturized, protected, all these amazing, plus lip oil with sunscreen, 50% off. And then finally, okay, you gotta smell this shampoo. It is so good. That is the peppermint shampoo. And then this right here, this little one right here, that's 66,000 reviews. Yes,
smells that good.
This one, rosemary hair oil, 19,000 reviews. Scalp and hair health, 50% off.
Smells like being in a spa, for real. That's great. All right, Tori, thank you. You know, we partner with these companies on these great products. You can get them at gmadeals.com. So make sure you check it out and get yourself something nice out there. And coming up, our guy, Dwayne Johnson's here for GMA. Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
We're back, and so is Dwayne Johnson as Maui, the demigod in Moana. But this time he goes beyond the voice, brings Maui to life. In the live-action movie, Deborah Roberts, she went to Hawaii. She had to go to Hawaii to talk to him about
Robin. As you know, Dwayne Johnson is just an open book.
Yes,
and so being on his home turf, it was so great to hear him talk about how this is so much more than a fresh take on a movie and a familiar character, which launched him into worldwide superstardom. It's also a chance to reconnect with his culture and his roots and to celebrate a magical story about finding the power within. Something really special about Hawaii, isn't it?
There is. I always feel like, and I always tell people who come here, the moment you get off the plane, you can feel that aloha spirit.
I do. For Dwayne Johnson, art is imitating life, bringing him home to Hawaii. A powerful cultural connection he holds dear. You are stepping back into these big shoes. It's one thing to give it your voice. Now you're giving it flesh and blood.
I'm not going on a mission with some mortal. When it's the live action version, it's real bones, it's real human beings, and this one was really special, Deborah.
Johnson returning as demigod Maui, a role he originated in 2016.
Gods have given me a boat!
You're shirtless the entire movie. Is that a lot of pressure? You're welcome. You're welcome. And we thank you.
You're welcome. It's always pressure. Everything is pressure.
That hair, a head full of hair.
It made me think, with the right hairstyle, I look pretty good. Like,
curly hair, too, a head full.
Beautiful and lavish, and I don't know if I've laughed harder consistently over the days that when that first trailer was launched, and people were shocked to see me with hair. My grandfather had beautiful hair. He was always so well groomed.
He credits his grandfather, professional wrestler High Chief Peter Maivia, for his athletic skills and a deep family bond.
I felt like over 10 years ago when they approached me to play Maui, and we started putting the character on its feet, and then it became very clear and evident, oh, this is a sign. Are you ready to be the hero?
Let's go save the world.
There's some powerful themes: ancestral heritage, believing in yourself, and healing wounds of the past.
This idea about not letting the past define you and then overcoming the odds of that. The other one, which is this idea of, do you know who you are and who you want to be and what you're willing to do to get there?
Well, I want to ask you about that because the grandma says that in the film, your scars sort of help reveal who you are. It was really powerful. And you've talked about your scars and your difficulties growing up.
Years ago, we were on the other side of the island where times were hard and tough. Our rent was $180 a week. And eventually, we couldn't pay it for weeks. The landlord, who was wonderful, his name was Ken, and he kept letting us let it slide until finally he said, I can't let you slide anymore. You're gonna have an eviction notice when you come home.
And this is you and your mom?
This is me and my mom, and I just turned 15. And I just remember that was her rock bottom. But I do remember thinking, I would do anything to make sure this never happens again.
One of Hollywood's busiest actors, The Rock is famously open about his life, recently sharing a deeply personal health scare.
Had a fear that you might have testicular cancer?
My publicist doesn't like when I say this, but by nature, you can ask me whatever you want.
You're an open book.
I did. I thought for a moment that I had testicular cancer. I felt a lump and it was very painful. I tried to be disciplined and not Google myself, and see what was going on.
Because you see the worst?
But at the same time, it was still very real. Fortunately, it wasn't that. However, but what it did, it acted like a forcing mechanism for me in that check your body, listen to your body, but also jump on it.
His struggles, Johnson says, have given him a deeper appreciation for his success and stable family life.
Did you envision this kind of success?
No, I didn't. That's my honest, real, raw answer is I didn't. Now I'm going to share something with you that it's my truth. I just didn't want to be broke. We were broke here.
What's been the greatest honor for you?
I would say a couple of years ago, I began releasing things from my life and in my mind that I thought I really needed. The answer to what's important is really in front of me. And that's my little girls, that's my wife, that's my big girl, Simone. And so, the things that have been the greatest honor, number one, to deliver a Moana that is anchored in culture. And in my way, it's a way to give back. And this was meaningful to me, was the Golden Globe nomination for Smash Machine.
You happy?
I've never been asked that. I am so happy. I'm happy now. I'm happy because I'm at peace. And I've worked hard at understanding what peace means.
That peace and contentment with life he taught me in Hawaii is known as mana. So much in the film is a nod to cultural pride for Johnson and the other actors involved, including those famous songs throughout the film. And guys, we're going to explore the music in Moana later this week. The live-action Moana opens this week, of course.
Cannot wait.
What a guy, huh?
He is, yes.
Yeah, I could see you were really touched by him and his experiences.
Exactly, as you were.
Yeah.
You're barefoot, weren't you?
Yeah, we were barefoot. He came out with no shoes on, and I said I will do the same, and it worked.
I love that about you. And all the people behind, too.
Yeah, exactly. It was quite an experience out there.
But you got to have more for us, I know you said that. And coming up, though, here on GMA, Will is on one-on-one with best-selling author Daniel Mason to talk about our July GMA Book Club pick. Come on back.
We're back now with our July GMA Book Club pick. It's called Country People by best-selling author and Pulitzer Prize finalist Daniel Mason. We sat down with him to talk about this eccentric and adventurous story that's perfect for the summer, Will.
It sure is. Good morning again. I really enjoyed this book, and I'm sure you will too. It's an academic California family uprooting for a stint in rural Vermont. It's a solid foundational premise from which to build, and by doing that in real life with his family, author Daniel Mason brought personal insight and experiences to his characters in his funny, surprising, surreal, or is it just real? You'll see what I'm talking about in the novel Country People.
What happens when you trade the comforts of city life for, well, country people?
That's the premise of best-selling author Daniel Mason's latest novel, which follows Miles and his family as they embark on a one-year adventure, moving from Silicon Valley to southern Vermont.
The wife has been invited to teach at the college, and her husband, Miles, comes along. He's supposed to work on his dissertation that he's been working on for 14 years. He's long overdue. This is because he's the kind of guy who could fall down any sort of rabbit hole that he comes across. And so the story follows mostly him as he just sets off on a series of misadventures.
From where did you draw inspiration for your characters and for your story?
My family had come out from California, and so we found ourselves in one of these like city mouse, country mouse kind of situations. And so I think those were experiences that I wanted to write about, being a kind of fish out of water, the sort of fantasies that a city person has about what country life would be. And I hadn't anticipated that it would be a comedy, but I think that since most of that experience was comedic, that's what it became.
This book is funny. It's hard to write funny. Well done. How did you do that? How did you pull off that trick of getting humor on the page?
When I first started out, I didn't think that I would try to write something funny. And I found just myself kind of enchanted by the process. There'd be times when I'd be alone in my room laughing, which is a funny sort of experience. And then as time went on, I really became to love the challenges of it.
Challenge is something Mason is familiar with. In addition to being an acclaimed author, he's also a psychiatrist and a professor at Stanford University. How do you balance those things, and how does each inform the other to draw out your best work in each arena?
It's been tough to balance them. Psychiatry is a wonderful profession for a writer because I think it shares a lot of essential elements. Like you're curious about people, and you're curious about people in writing as well.
Curiosity is front and center in Country People, as Daniel celebrates small-town life and all of its idiosyncrasies.
I really want this book to make people laugh. I hope they walk away with a sense of community, with a sense of sort of wonder, the kind of wonder that Miles brings to the world.
And Country People is available now wherever you buy your books. I highly recommend it.
All right, nice. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Great interview.
And now, don't go in the water, because we've got a fascinating look at hammerhead sharks and the conservation efforts from our friends at National Geographic about their annual Shark Fest. Ginger, you've got that one.
Or do go in the water, Sam. Bertie Gregory, the famous award-winning cinematographer, is back with a stunning up-close view of these mysterious and threatened creatures. We get a unique look at the behavior of hammerhead sharks and what's being done to protect them. This is the jaw-dropping moment National Geographic explorer Bertie Gregory goes head to hammerhead with one of the most distinctive creatures in nature, the hammerhead shark.
Hammerhead sharks are not out to get us. They are wonderful and crucial to the health of the oceans. They keep everything in balance.
In his new Nat Geo Shark Fest special, Hammerhead Sharks Up Close with Bertie Gregory, the award-winning cinematographer takes viewers off the Pacific coast of Mexico in search of the iconic shark and to get to the bottom of why they are now critically endangered.
We went to a place that used to be a stronghold for these sharks, and since the 1990s, when the shark fin trade really took off, they saw a 97% decline. And so we wanted to find out, why did that happen? And actually, the reason that really drew me was it's a story of hope.
Along the way, Bertie says he met some valuable tour guides.
We were trying to film these hammerheads, but we were struggling. And at that point, some bottlenose dolphins appeared.
Hey guys, we're looking for some hammerhead sharks. Have you seen them? Yes, I have seen them. Which way?
So we followed them, and they led me to this enormous school of hammerhead sharks.
Oh my word.
Now, maybe that is the most unbelievable coincidence of my career, or maybe I can in fact talk to dolphins.
And it's not just hammerheads. Bertie capturing this heart-pounding encounter with the highly dangerous bull shark.
Here it comes, bull shark, and it is a beast.
And this stunning surprise whale sighting.
This show is almost an embarrassment of riches. Like, it is just non-stop, wall-to-wall, incredible wildlife encounters.
Birdie also points out that some species of sharks are struggling worldwide, which poses a threat to all of us because healthy oceans need healthy sharks. Hammerhead Sharks Up Close with Birdie Gregory is now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Now, the best-selling author of Cookbook Italian Snacking and host of Instant Italian, Anna Goss and her son Dante. We're gonna talk about you, Dante. Always asking you to try out viral recipes he sees online, and she's gonna show us two that are fun and easy and sure to make your family happy. What a lucky kid he is, by the way, to get to do this show with you.
I think he's pretty lucky.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure he's taking full advantage of this because in the show he gets to kind of like eat the best things he sees online, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of parents have this where their kids come to them with their phone and say, Mom, I just saw this, can you make it? So as a chef, I can usually oblige as long as it makes sense. So this one I loved. I love this idea.
This is the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yes. Now it's a bacon, egg, and cheese, but it's made completely in the pan.
Okay.
Making it a little bit easier, right? So you're gonna scramble an egg and pour it in a nonstick. I love using a nonstick. It helps with errors, right?
Right.
Now you're gonna take that one.
Okay.
And you just place it right down on.
Right down on the egg.
As it's cooking, right?
Okay.
All right. Then we're gonna do this. My son loves it when I say this. I'm gonna give it a flippity flip.
A flippity flip.
Flip it right over.
Oh, so now you toast the bagel here.
Exactly.
Ah.
All right, and now we're just gonna flip up our egg.
Right.
So it's on top, just like so.
Right.
All right, and now you're gonna get your cheese and your
first,
bacon.
and bacon.
So let's do a little
Well, I
cheese.
think I ate all the bacon.
That's
Anna,
all right.
I'm sorry.
Let's
ate a lot of it
do
anyway.
2 slices of cheese. Come
Okay.
on, Dante likes 2 slices.
All right, really?
Some bacon.
Cheese it up, Dante, let's go.
And then we're gonna just flip it right on top of it.
And the whole thing is toasted and the egg is done and the cheese is melted.
Voila.
Professional tasting table, how are we feeling about it?
So your egg is nice and cooked, your cheese melts. You can even give it an extra flip like this if you really want more toast on it.
So one place, I don't have to move in the kitchen in the morning because that's important. I stand in front of the coffee maker for most of the morning going,
you won't
so
have
it's
really
good.
early mornings. This is perfect for you, right?
All right. So tell me about the show before we move on.
My show, it's called Instant Italian, just like this. It's a whole bunch of recipes where I'm getting things on the table in less than an hour. And it's a really fun show, standing and stirring, me cooking for you.
And you had to produce for Dante because he wanted this. So how did he feel about the bacon, egg, and cheese?
He loved it.
Came out well. It was everything was a success at home.
You know, my review with Dante is usually between a 4.5 and a 5. I have to say, I'm doing okay with him.
You're doing okay at home. This one is killing me. As soon as I saw this, the cake recipe, can you see that? Can you zoom in on that thing?
So this is the viral chocolate crunch cake, also, a request. This is easy. We're gonna make a quick chocolate cake. You can make your favorite chocolate cake.
Okay.
I did olive oil, some yogurt, egg, espresso. Amp up that chocolate flavor, cocoa
powder. Dump the whole thing in?
Dump it all in, all that stuff, okay? Flour, sugar, salt. Baking powder, baking soda. You know the drill with chocolate cake. But you can do the box if you really want to.
Okay.
Then, because it's social media, we have a Nutella heavy cream. This is like our glue. Little frosting's gonna go down right on top.
Wait, chocolate and Nutella and a crunch in a cake. All right, now, so what does the crunch come from?
The crunch is your favorite cereal. I like Rice Krispies.
That's what it is.
All right, I like Rice Krispies. You're gonna put more chocolate, give that a mixy mix.
Yeah, do this?
Come on, you gotta work.
Okay.
And I like a little salt.
All right.
That's a soft mix, Sam. You gotta get in there.
Elbow grease.
Oh,
Come
Michael,
on, it's gotta look like that.
All right. Wait, now I don't. Okay, so anyway, it starts like this and it looks like this. All right, so what's the verdict on the crunch cake, everybody?
I did not know this was Rice Krispies.
Yes.
Brilliant idea.
It is delicious, and I'm trying to
You hated it, right?
I feel guilty if I eat all that this early in the morning, so I left a little bit, so I don't feel so
you're
guilty.
fine.
But
I was worried the
delicious.
Nutella would be like too
Soft,
sweet.
too.
It's not.
I added a little salt. That was my little touch.
Some things aren't as good as they look. This pays off.
It really
is
does.
as good as it looks. All right, you can get these recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com. And new episodes of Instant Italian premiere Monday on FYI. Sorry, I've got food in my mouth network.
Thank you for watching. Have a great day.